Hi, and welcome to another Please Help Me Say Yes to the Deck, where you can help me make a decision on what tarot deck to purchase next. I had a lot of fun during the previous Say Yes to the Deck, which you can watch somewhere up here in the eye. But today we're gonna do the indie edition. I have 5 indie decks that I have been looking at for a while, so let's go over them. And please, when you leave a comment to suggest which tarot deck I'm gonna buy, please listen to what I have to say and why I like certain decks, because this is for me to purchase a deck for me and not for me to purchase your favorite deck, even though I definitely want to hear your favorite deck. And then I also want to hear which one you think I should get, because that is what I think happened in the previous Say Yes to the Deck. If you haven't seen my review of the deck that I got there, I'll also link it up in the eye. So let's get over the first one. And the first one on the list is the FREEBIES Tarot. So this is one that a lot of tarot tubers talk about, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I really like everything about this deck. I have seen multiple flip throughs. The Samantha Manzo flip through was one that pretty much sold me on this. I think the gilding is gorgeous. I like that it's modern. That is mostly what I like about it. I like that it's modern. I like the takes on some of these cards. I like that we get to see all of the images of the deck. If my computer allows me to show you. It's gorgeous. There are some cards that I find a little strange, but I think that once I get to work with them and possibly do a deck study on them, that I think I'll get to know them better and that they will make more sense to me. But yeah, I like that these are modern. I like the style of the art. I think it's gorgeous. I like that this really feels like a world that I can either see myself into or can really relate to. And that is something that I really like about more modern looking decks. So what I do have so this deck right now with the currency right now is almost 58 euros. And then I have to get it sent to me, and those costs are 27 euros. So that is really expensive for one tarot deck. I do love this though. I can see this having a place in my collection, even though there are some decks that I own that could possibly compete with it. The most prominent one being my Lightseers, and this one is a mass market tarot deck, but I love this deck so much. This is definitely one of my faves, one of my go-tos. When I do a reading for a client or for myself as well, this is one that I always grab and that I feel like I can do really easy readings with. And I feel like the FREEBIES might do something similar for me. But then again, I don't mind having multiple decks that I often reach for, especially because I really want to work on doing more videos, doing more readings for my podcast as well. And now for my podcast, when I do more deep dive videos or episodes, I tend to grab this deck because this is really easy for me to read. But I also don't want to burn out on this deck, and I would like more decks that I can really easily read with. And yeah, I never intended the Lightseers Tarot to be such a big part of my tarot practice, of my collection, but it is, and I don't know why, but I feel like I do know why. It's because of the way that the cards look of the FREEBIES that I think it could be similar. And it's like, I don't want a deck that could potentially replace a deck that I already love, but I don't think the FREEBIES is going to be that. However, if you have different thoughts, let them know in the comments. The next one is the Mons Tarot, but I specifically like the travel size edition because I'm pretty sure this is standard tarot card size, and I have small hands, okay? I have mobility issues. It stems all the way from my shoulder into my thumb, which makes shuffling really hard. And I feel like with a travel deck, or this travel size deck, which is regular tarot size. Yes, I love this. I love the look of this because of Lisa Papez, okay? If it weren't for Lisa Papez, this would not be on my list, probably, because I wouldn't know about it. And I am not someone who loves cutesy decks. I do have my Happy Tarot, which is cutesy, but it's really sassy and I really like it. And I feel like this could be similar to my Happy Tarot, but be more gentle. And I do already have gentle decks, like an energy that I think could potentially be similar to this would be almost like a combination of my Happy Tarot and my Good Karma Tarot, because my Good Karma Tarot is really gentle as well, and that is one that I like to pull for clients as well. It could also potentially be a workhorse. I don't know if the Mons Tarot could be that. I still wanted to include this in the video because I would love to hear your thoughts on how it could potentially compete with like a Good Karma Tarot or the Happy Tarot, for instance. I also have 2 other cutesy, adorable-ish decks that I talked about also in my hashtag adorable decks video, which were the Tarot and the Rabbit Tarot. And I never use those. And those are a little bit more niche because they are like a rat and a rabbit themed tarot. And this is different. This is definitely different, but I don't know if it is different in a way where I will use this. I don't know. I think it looks really cute. My keyboard isn't working. I think it's really cute, but I don't know if this is one that I need in my collection. The extra card doesn't really do much for me. I do really like the look of the box here. I think that looks cute. So yeah, there's the Mons Tarot, and this will be also so expensive. 53, almost 54 euros, and shipping 25. Okay, so that is the Mons Tarot. Next is the Pastel Journey Tarot, and this is by Vanessa Samaina, sorry. And I really enjoy her YouTube channel. I think she's gorgeous. I really love her vibe. And this is her most recent tarot deck that she came out with, and it's gorgeous. And what I think, oh, I didn't mean to zoom in. What I think this deck could do in my collection is love readings, because look at this, it's pastel-y, it's cute. I almost feel like this is like super teenagery. It's not childish, it's more has teenager energy, and I really like that. Though there are some mass market decks out there that could possibly potentially do the same, like the Witchling Tarot or the Witchling Academy Tarot, something like that. It's like one that sometimes gets compared to Harry Potter. And I don't know if I would rather have that deck than this one, but I also really like the experience of an indie tarot deck. And this one looks really cute too. I really enjoy Vanessa Samaina and I would love to support her. I feel like her crystal jewelry is pretty expensive, so I don't really see myself picking up some crystal jewelry from her, but I definitely see myself picking up a tarot deck from her. And I don't really like her this one, the Gentle Heart Tarot. I don't really like that one, but I do like the Pastel Journey Tarot. So you can get it with, let's see, this one has the magnet box, it has the cards, it has a guidebook, it has gorgeous edging, by the way. I see a velvet pouch for storage, which is great. I make my own pouches though, but yeah, and this is wait. We have the deck, we have the duo with the Gentle Heart, we have the Divination Starter Set, Nude and Blue edition, and the Gentle Heart edition. So this is what the Divination Starter Set has. The deck, as well as the, oh, it's one of those, yeah, I don't need that. I do like the pendulum, but I'm not paying extra for that. So this would be $49. I have to add it to cart and then see what the shipping is. So the shipping is about $12 with DHL, which ships between 1 and 2 days. This one comes from Switzerland. I live in the Netherlands, so this will probably be in sooner than the other two because those have to come from the US. But yeah, that will be pretty expensive too. However, it looks really, really stunning, and yeah, that's the Pastel Journey Tarot. I don't know if I have necessarily something that competes with it. I think energy-wise, it could potentially be similar to my Muse Tarot, which is one that I feel like I really want to use for love readings, but I don't really. I tend to grab my Lyciers Tarot for love readings as well. So yeah, I don't know. Next is by Ethany, another YouTuber, and this is the Bad Bitches Tarot. I like the simplicity of this tarot deck because what we have here are bad bitches. We have women or female presenting figures, I guess, and that is sort of all we get. We get a colored background for each card that is different on each card or seems to be different, or if it's just the suits. The backs are really pretty. The edging is pretty. This is more simplistic. This more reads, I think, very simplistic, and I don't mean that in a bad thing at all. I do like it, which is why it's on this list. And I like that we can see all of the cards here. So this one is one that also has to come from, I'm pretty sure, the US. So this one is about $40, and do I have to figure out the shipping here too? Are you kidding me? I forgot about this. The shipping is more than the deck itself. The deck itself is about $40 and shipping is $48. That is wild. So I don't know if I see myself getting this deck simply because of the shipping prices. That is wild. So let's go to the next one, because I still wanted to include this because it is one that I think is really awesome, but the shipping, that's not okay. Like, what? Okay. And the other one is also by Ethany. So we have the same problem with the shipping, but this one is one that I feel like is the perfect love tarot reading deck. I don't do love readings for myself, okay? I'm in a relationship. I don't like doing readings or getting my tarot read on my relationship because, I don't know, I feel like it's also including someone else who isn't necessarily into tarot at all. So I don't feel comfortable doing a reading on our relationship. But the art style is gorgeous. Look at that. I don't necessarily love the titles. It feels like, at least here in the image, this looks really hard to read. The artwork, the images, look at that. The girl with the dogs, I love that. And it looks so inclusive, and that is why I really want this deck. This is definitely one that I see myself swallowing the shipping rates for and purchasing, but I don't know how bad I want it and if I want it now. But this is gorgeous. I love the artwork, the art style. I love the idea of this deck, the concept. I'm pretty sure the guidebook that comes with this is really, really great as well. I don't have a deck that competes with this. It's similar in look, sort of, as the Lightseers, but it's totally different. And this would be a deck that I could get for love readings, so I don't need the Pastel Journey or potentially my Muse Tarot. I haven't really been using it a lot. I did an entire deck study on it, which I was really grateful for because it gave me a whole new perspective on that specific deck as well as on the tarot in general. But this, I don't know. But again, we have the $45 deck and then $48 for shipping, and that is just not okay. Like, Ethany, if you could, I don't know how that works with the shipping. If you can work with another shipping company, or if you're like under contract, or I don't know how that stuff works, but that was the minimum price. I had other options for shipping which were like 70. It went from 40 to 70, whatever. Yeah, that is the downside of living in Europe. So, but you know, we get a lot of other perks from living here. So that was my list of 5 indie tarot decks that I need your help to say yes to. So let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on these decks that I shared with you in general. No matter the price, the shipping, what are your thoughts? And do you think any of these decks could potentially fill a spot or be a part of my collection? If you want to know what decks I have in my collection, I'll link my collection video somewhere here in the eye as well, because I really enjoyed doing my collection video, and I already got some more decks that aren't in the video, so yeah. But that is the fun of these collection videos, that I can update them pretty regularly. I'll also link to the poll where you can vote on which deck you think I should get in the description box below. You can also find links to book a tarot reading with me as well, but you can find it, I'm pretty sure it's over here, a link to where you can book a reading with me. Here you can subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, as well as tarot chats, pick a card readings, all that fun stuff. And here is a video that I recommend you watch next. I want to thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye!